What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Riyad Abbas for coming through and boosting the coin. You best believe that one, folks. So, we got some positive and somewhat negative news right now regarding the missing John Fury. On the positive side, he has been spotted and he is now re-employed this Christmas period, this festive period, you see. the DWP, the Department for Work and Pensions, have found him some gainful employment. You best believe it. But this was the post that leaked. You see him here, going to sign on there. It's not a nice listen. Look at John, man. Come on now. Come on, people. It's not a nice experience. He's on the way. He got snapped on the way in to the Universal Credit Building right there. And this was the thing he was quoted as on the Wales Online after Fury getting punched up in the rematch. I've got no money. I live in a shed and drive a 30-year-old car. That's what he put on his claim. Yeah. John Fury on his tough life despite famous sons. Wow. Formerly famous sons as well. Because obviously Fury's been punched back to irrelevancy now. Oh, not a man born, these ballers. Oh. John Fury, my name's John Fury, and these ballers are the hardest man. Oops. He another bare bum. He's another British bare bum in the shower, it turns out. So, like I said, look, this is the job they found for him, and it makes sense. He got the whole... He makes a good Father Christmas. Yeah, his temperament's a bit off, but still, he's got the bulbous look, the bulbous, he got the beard. So, they've done him nice, to be fair. This is a good typecasting for John Fury. Really, because he's not damn sure he's not to be in sports, is he? Oh, I'll fight you. Oh. Yeah, John, you ain't never had a fight. To be fair, he has had a fight in his life. Not a bare knuckle one, though. That's not documented. He has been knocked out a few times. The Black Skellington. Team Lighty Ross Garber knocked him out. He was having half a go, though, to be fair to John. John didn't get knocked out. I think maybe Ross Garber knocked him out, put him back. But at least in the Black Skellington, he was coming in, having a look, and bars, the rangefinder had him tweaking on the floor, man. But listen, fair play to him. He got in the ring. I respect that. I salute that. But the amount of talking he does doesn't back up anything we've seen. I'm not interested in the stories. Oh, this man, 100,000, bare knuckle. You never had a bare knuckle, John. There's no tape of it. Them man have got bare knuckle tapes from the 80s. Where are your tapes? You ain't got no tape. Stop playing. You never had a bare knuckle. And at the point in time, the man who leaked this photo of John Fury at the garden centre. What garden centre would it be? Morecambe Garden Centre. Yeah, he was at Morecambe Garden. That's where John Fury is employed now. He's employed at Morecambe Garden Centre doing the Christmas thing. Yeah, so he's obviously put a fake smile on. His son got punched up, but whatever. I'm happy. He's got to do that. I bet his boss told him, you need to smile, John. I know your son got punched half to bits, but smile if you want this £10 an hour. £10.50 or £11.50 an hour. However much the minimum wage is right now. You be smiling. John's like, no, it's bad. I'm not laughing. Fair play to him. It's better to be employed than unemployed, as he was for a long time. Now, moving on. The man who leaked that photo from John at his new job was Joe Eagan. Joe Eagan's the cat that keeps calling out John Fury to fight. And here's the video he made after leaking the Father Christmas Morecambe Garden Centre Santa Grotto.
Hey, John Fury, I see you've raised your head again, calling out Logan Paul for a fight. Listen, there's a fight in front of you here with me. A lot of people want to see happen. So why are you swerving me, John? You're saying your video against Logan Paul, trying to call him out, that you're not a coward. You'll fight any man.
You know, I'm sick of my critics saying I won't do this, I won't do that, I'm a coward. I'll show you how much of a coward.
And just by the way, you see this one here? OIB. Whoopty whoop, you've made it up. This John Fury isn't doing the Father Christmas Grotto at Morecambe Garden Centre. Wait till you see this one here. Yeah? This is the picture, this is the video he sent in for the job application. You see him there, he's sat there, he's got the beard on, he's got the Christmas tree in the background. This is the video. Yeah? The person at the DWP said to him, John, you need to send out... John, you need to send out to the, what's the word I'm looking for? To the job applications. For this festive period, John, you need to send out enticing videos that are tailored to the work you're looking for. Bash! This video came out. Fair play to him. Again, I did tell you, he's typecasted perfectly for this role. He grew his beard out, it's all white looking. He's got the bollocker, the dirty bollocker, bulbous look. And he's even got the scruffy shoes. That sells it, to be fair. These scruffy shoes with the holes in the bottom, that sells it. Why? It tells your employer that you're hungry to work, right? Listen, man, look at the bottom of my shoes. I need this job. I need this job, he said. I need this job. And if you don't believe me, look at the bottom of my shoes, man. They're falling off. So his employer, Morecambe Garden Centre, knew he's going to be a hard worker here. Yeah? He's going to be determined to get this money this Christmas period. Because he needs some new shoes at the very least. So it's a nice, fair play to him, man. It's a well put together video. It's a well put together job application, if I'm honest. And if I was the hiring individual, I'd take him. I said, listen, you've clearly worked hard for this role. You got the beard. You got the bulbousness. Yeah? You got the moody shoes on. You got the moody worn out shoes on that tell me you're hungry and you're fixing to work every hour God can send. What more do you want? Oh, God. Oh, man, that's mad. But anyway, listen. Let me play the rest of the video from Joe Eagan. Because there's an update on Joe Eagan as well.
Coward I am. I will fight you anywhere in the world except America.
Why don't you say I'll fight any man except Joe Eagan? I don't want to call a fighting man a coward, but you're showing traits of cowardice by not accepting the fight with me, John. Also, I see Tyson has allowed you back onto his team.
He didn't.
Now, when you walk into the ring...
He didn't, Joe, to be fair. That's why, come on. People, if John was back on Tyson's team, do you think he'd really be showing up to work at Morecambe Garden Centre? Holding down the Christmas grotto, the Santa grotto? I don't think so, folks. So he wasn't back on the team. And who told you that? Oops, it was the YB who told you that. Oh, YB, whoop-de-whoop. It was the YB who told you that. Broke the news first, a week early. He ain't on the team. How did I know that? I knew that because I saw him at Morecambe Garden Centre. You ain't running a World Championship boxing camp if you're sitting there from 9 till... I think they got run late as well, the Santa Grottos. I think they run till about 8 p.m. so that working folk can get their kids there after work. So he was there from 9 in the morning to 8 at night. Come on, he ain't doing nothing else after that long shit. They're long hours as well on the weekend. You best believe it. They worked the life out of John on the weekend. Yeah? How do you think them holes came in his shoes? They was working him like a dog. No, it's not fun. Listen, fair play to him, man. Honest work. That's probably the most honest work John Fury's ever done. Holding down that grotto. And again, fair play. It looks the part, man. Yeah? I'd take my kids there to see Santa John. With that smile on his face. Proper selling it for him. Anyway.
John, for the Usyk fight, make sure you put a helmet on for when you headbutt all Usyk's Ukrainian fans on your way to the ring, just in case.
Alright, they're dead bars anyway. So Joe Eagan called him out, and in 2-2s, Joe Eagan posted this picture, which was mad, quite worrying really. He's got punched half to death. First day back sparring after 20 years. I sparred with 2 excellent heavyweights and was severely punished. But walking through pain barriers is something I've had to do my whole life and will continue to do until my last breath. What was he doing? Sparring Rottweilers? Were you sparring Rottweilers or something, Joe Eagan? Yeah? I don't even know how you get cut there. What, no head guard as well. That's how it looks to me. But then again, his face isn't punched up. I don't know what this was to get punched out half to death. And people have said... I don't know who... Someone said here, take this down, champ, before Jake Paul sends you a contract. Why would you do this? You're 75 years... I don't know what's wrong with these old heads. Yeah, Mike Tyson showed it. Joe Eagan... I was blowing Mike as well, to be fair, but Joe Egan's supposed to be an inside. He was blowing Mike. These old heads, it's time to sit down somewhere now. That's what this shows here. And I have to say as well, the guy who punched this guy's head off, that was wrong. You know what you're doing in there, right? If you're a young head and you're in there with some old dude... You ain't got to do that to dude. I'm not sure. He must have been slow as molasses as well. When you're 60 or however old Joe Eagan is, they're slow as molasses. They're slow as molasses, right? So you ain't got to do all that, man. Touch his body. Why you got to punch dude up like that for before Christmas? Then again, Well, I don't think that's necessarily fair to say, oh, well, he shouldn't have got in there. It's sparring, man. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got to pretend your name's Muhammad Ahmad Bruce Lee and sparring with an old dude. What are you trying to prove? So it doesn't surprise me. The boxing culture is full of meatheads. That said, this is not a good look on any. Well, I bet Joe probably thought, well, I'll get in there and have a move around, right? He probably thought these young guys are going to have some respect as such. So yeah, I do blame the young heads, to be fair. If some old man wants to get in and have a move around, you know what you're doing, right? You don't have to be, oh, I'm taking his head off. It's odd, it's weird, but unsurprising. So yeah, this ain't a good look for Joe Eagan. They should really make a... What's that name for sport when it's older people? They have leagues, older leagues, the dusty leagues, the has-been leagues. The 30 years ago was something leagues. Put them in there. They've got a name for it though. Masters. Put them in the Masters League. There should be a Masters Spar. Really, you shouldn't need a Masters Spar though. Yeah? Just don't punch up some old dude. What's wrong with these new age cats, man? A lot of these new age cats, they're desperate for like, oh, I can prove something. No matter how easy the task is, they're desperate. Look at people like Lance Okoli. Yeah, he's renowned for punching people's head off in sparring. He gets in there and shits himself when he's in a real fight, right? That's what happens. It's like, oh, I don't understand it. Fair enough, if you're just really bang on it and you're just totally ferocious, totally ruthless, that's one thing. But when you get in there and get your head slapped off in a real fight or scared to death, like, what are you trying to prove? It's weird. It's a weird mentality a lot of these new ages have. I'm not going to lie to you. Someone else said something. Yeah, I don't know. Someone said here, if you genuinely got those from sparring, then it's absolutely disgusting that they would hurt a middle-aged. He's not middle-aged, man. He's well over the aged man like that. Both massive bullies. Very dangerous taking punches like that with an aging brain. I tend to agree, to be honest. As irresponsible as he may have been getting in there, you must have seen it. You must have seen his eye go at some point, right? At that point, at the very least, you say, okay, his eye's bust now. Let me leave the other eye. Yeah, it's weird. It's mad. I'm a boxer. I know when to go light on someone just to get them back in shape. Yeah, that's what you do. My defense is good enough to know how to block and slip shots. Obviously, theirs isn't, so they need to hit hard. They can't be that good. Yeah, they must have been boneheads. But then again, there's good boneheads as well. There's good boneheads like Okoli. He's a sparring demon. He's a demon in sparring. He can't do nothing when the bell goes against someone half decent, half alive. So it's not just people who don't know what they're doing. This must be an ego thing. Some cat must have got, oh yes, I've made his eyes bleed or something like that. It's weird. He's well past middle age. The man is old, man, for sure. He's relicified for sure. That's what he is. They're gonna have to move around with him. Let him. This Joe Eagan would be, for someone 30 years old, he would be so slow. There's almost, I don't know what was he doing in there? What would Joe Eagan possibly be able to do that someone would need to light his face up? I'm not sure. I can't imagine it myself. He must have been so slow. And they must have got a boner. That's what happened here. Some young cat got a boner by cutting this old dude's head up. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, leg off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.